Wagwan beautiful people, welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling great. I am glad to be back with another video. This is the series where I'll be doing reviews and previews. So this is the review version and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. So guys, it is the next day and Arsenal versus Chelsea yesterday, very nice game. As I predicted, Lukaku would be starting, and I am just glad to say that yes, it just went my way. I think I forgot to mention about my score prediction, but it's safe to say that according to what I predicted on the Fifth Stand app, I was absolutely and point on correct. So I am really excited about how the game went. I mean, I said we are the best team. We should be expecting great results. We should be working with the best of the best. I mean, in terms of the squad that we have, in terms of the players. Now that we have a number 9, this game was absolutely superb. It was very intense at the beginning. Towards as the game went on, there was a bit of pressure from the boys, from Arsenal, but I was calm, I was collected. I was not expecting too much, by the way, in terms of the starting 11. Okay, before I get into that, let's just jump right into it. So, who did Tuchel decide to go with for the starting 11? As for my prediction, okay, wait, Tuchel decided to go with Mendy in goal. He had Rudiger, Christensen, and Azpilicueta. I put in place of Christensen and Azpilicueta, I put Thiago Silva and Reece James. And for the midfield 4, he decided to go with Alonso. He gave us a very good performance yesterday, yes. Marcus Alonso. Then at the pivot, Kovacic and Jorginho, just as I predicted. And at the other end, we had Reece James, another superb player yesterday. Then for the front 3, we had the golden 3. Guys, just as I predicted, I was so hyped when I saw the starting 11. And I'm just glad that that is the team Tuchel decided to start with. I mean, during the pre-game conference, he was like, the reason why we signed Lukaku was for him to start because there was a question in the lines of, why are you starting Lukaku? And the question that was going through my mind was, why not? I mean, we signed the player for a hefty amount of money and it's only right that we get to play him, we get to start him, and we have results. And yes, as you can see, I'm grinning because the results were delivered and I felt like they were delivered perfectly. So in terms of the first half, of course, Arsenal did not start their very big signing, Ben White, and of course the biggest signings is who I'd expect them to start. But in terms of tactics, maybe they're looking for what's working for them and they're still maneuvering their way around it. I wouldn't be surprised, but I was really glad with the starting 11. Just as I predicted, Lukaku to start. I did predict him to score in the Fifth Stand up, but I should be telling you guys instead of predicting on my own, but I predicted him to start in the Fifth Stand up, and I'm really glad with how the game went. First half, of course, we have Arsenal. They're really pressing the first few minutes. I actually was like, yo, these guys are not actually joking. So as the game went on, the first few minutes, there was a bit of pressure, but say no more. You need more goals. You need a striker. You need a number 9. Say no more. Lukaku was there at the 15th minute, ready to deliver with the beautiful goal, with the assist from Reece James. I was just, wow, it was just a beautiful goal. Lukaku had the greatest debut a player could ever ask for. I mean, 9 years later, 10 years later, after his debut in Chelsea, he is back at Emirates and he just gave us the most spectacular goal. I mean, it was so easy, but these are the goals we were yearning for, and I'm glad Lukaku delivered. So in terms of the first 15 minutes, we have already set our first goal, and I felt like moving on towards the game would be more comfortable. Then Reece James, oh bloody hell, the confidence with the lads yesterday was just at an all-time level. It was just you'd feel the difference in terms of how they carried themselves. I mean, even before the game started, I saw when Reece James went up to Lukaku and just sneaked in a small hug and a small shake, like, yo buddy, what's up, let's get this shit, yeah. In terms of the second goal, Reece James, that goal was just, from the slips, from how the ball started, the slips that were on the way, Lukaku slipped too, but he still managed to pass the ball to the next person. I think it was Mason Mount was next to him, and Mason just quickly just gave it to Reece James. Reece James was at the perfect place at the perfect time, guys. Whew, I think Reece James deserves accolades. I think he does not get as much credit as he did yesterday, because I feel like he's always just all over the place. I feel like in terms of the hype, Reece James, he has said this before, Reece James is actually very quiet outside the pitch, but in the pitch, he is a beast. And you just see clearly yesterday. I mean, for the first half, the 2 goals were set from Lukaku first, and I'm really glad that Reece James just sealed the deal with the second goal. Coming into the second half, of course, we had to make a bit of substitutions. Kante came in place of Kovacic. For the players that really stood out for me, I would definitely have to give Reece James. So Reece James for me yesterday was just pure gold, guys. I mean, in terms of how he was defending, in terms of how he was just intercepting the balls, the chances he was creating, I felt like Reece James was just doing the most yesterday. And for me, he was definitely my man of the match. I felt like Reece James was just perfectly timed in terms of where he was placed. In terms of the ball placement, I felt like he was just at the right place at the right time. And I'm really glad that with the results, we garnered 3 points yesterday, and this is how the season should have started. This is how the season should continue. This is how the season should go on. We should maintain the same poise. We should maintain the same, energy, the same momentum. We should create more chances, as many chances as possible. I loved how Alonso was playing. Yesterday, I didn't see any bad performance from anybody. Azpilicueta was just at the right place in terms of interception for the centre back. I mean, kudos to Azpilicueta. I mean, I hear people talking in terms of how he's getting a bit old. I think he's one of the oldest players in the squad, and I feel like as our captain, he just knows how to get the job done. So in terms of yesterday's match, I have to say, first of all, I am really excited that we won. First, let's just get that out there. Yes. I am really glad that we won. We have secured our 3 points safely, and to be honest, this is how I have been expecting Chelsea to be playing, and I'm really glad with the results we were able to get yesterday. It's clear to see that the chemistry between Tuchel and the players, the chemistry between the players in the training ground. Look at how Lukaku just came in. I don't think it's even up to a week whereby he has been integrating. I mean, he said that he has been training, he knows for pre-season he had been training, so he already knew that coming to Chelsea or wherever he was going to be, he would just integrate really beautifully, and you'd just see it. You'd see that there was no struggle whatsoever in terms of how they related with the ball. Of course, sometimes they would miss out on each other, and as it should be. It can happen. I mean, sometimes you just can't see everybody, and everyone cannot see everyone. But I felt like they worked really well together in unison, and I feel like this is the energy. This is the motivation. For Monday morning, I have so much energy. But guys, I'm really glad with how the game went yesterday. As I said, I didn't give my score prediction. For my prediction yesterday, in my head at least, I had predicted a 1-0 or at least a 2-0 win with Lukaku to score first, and that is how it went. It was just like a dream, to be honest. But these are not dreams. We are working hard. We are aiming for the Premier League title, and hopefully this will be a very great season. Yeah, I'm really excited. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like it. Comment down below on which was your favorite part of the game yesterday. Do you think the substitutions that you made were necessary? What was your favorite? Who was your man of the match yesterday? Comment down below. I'll be sure to really interact with you guys. Other than that, that will be it for my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell, stay notified every time I upload a video, and I will be seeing you in my next